I need to get to Dimeji. He's also in Abuja, but in our studios there via Skype. Dimeji, could you then tell us, many just wonder, if this is not sorted out sooner rather than later, how will your party be able to focus to deliver what they promised Nigerians?
Yeah, thank you, Chamberlain. One thing I know is that this matter will be resolved, one, amicably, and second, as soon as possible. See, the leadership of the party is not sleeping, and then we have some other eminent personality of the party who always wade into matters like this. We have the BOT. That's why I tell you, there are so many organs of the party that will look into the matter if it's this serious, and then amicable resolution will be devised. Having said that, I want to quickly correct one of the things that the gentleman from Abuja just mentioned, that one, that APC is not ready for governance. I don't believe that is true, and I totally disagree with that. Since Mr. President took over the mantle of leadership in this country, everybody, even outside the shore of Nigeria, everybody has seen the direction, the steps, the actions that are being taken. Even it went to Germany and was seriously applauded by the G7. So, someone to tell me that the APC is not ready for leadership is totally unacceptable, and it's an unfair comment. We are ready, and the Nigerians will see that we are ready to take the lead and even surpass.
Tell us, if you will, the kind of Senate we're likely to see with the president being from your party and the deputy president from the opposition PDP.
For me, I don't see any problem in this. Yes, even when we have seen a situation where you have the totality of the leadership of each of the chambers, belonging to the same party, there are still issues. So whether this is whether the deputy senate president is from an opposition or this, I don't see it creating any serious trouble. And I say this because everybody, the Mr. President has taken the lead. That's number one. Number two, everybody knows that the bigger picture is Nigeria. You cannot take Nigerians for any ride again. Yes, I support objective opposition. I support well-organized, composed, opposition. But you shouldn't, be in opposition to create in a situation whereby the foundation of the nation or any, or of our existence will be shaken. So I don't support that.
Doesn't this tell you, a moment here, doesn't this show that the blocks of the different heavyweights or people making up the APs, they still exist?
No, well, I really don't want to agree with that. In as much as they are there, but they are silent.
But the silence.
Yeah, we can't run away from that fact that these blocks are there. And then I want to, partially agree that yes, it may be one of the reasons why all these things are going on. But here, like I said earlier, is the bigger picture. Let me tell you this: Nigerians and indeed APC should be grateful to Bukola Saraki, for standing in the gap, for to avoid what would have become or would have been the political confusion of in the history of a democratic process or experience. Because just like the gentleman that spoke, it would have been a different ball game. It would have been a bit different thing now, and it would have caused lots of distraction if the PDP has taken the advantage of what happened at that time. But we have to be grateful to Senator Bukola.
When you say we have to be grateful, what's the difference between Honorable Yusuf's comment as a member of the PDP and your comment as a member of the APC who is in support of the Senate President?
The truth of the matter is that Senate President comes from my party, that's number one, and he has done something that was more commendable. And secondly, for him to do that, for him to take that step, because everybody has seen that the indications are there that PDP may have probably, within that split second, if they are done otherwise, they would have done that. It would not be subject to court and all that, and it will form lots of distractions.
Very quickly here, what was your thinking when your party went ahead with the straw polls?
Let me tell you this. My impression is this. In the first instance, I never expected there was going to be such. That was really going to take place. But as soon as it took, when it took place, there's nothing in quote, anybody can actually do to that. What we need to do right now is for the leadership to come together, for Bukola Saraki to be magnanimous in victory and be humble enough to put everybody together and push for, APC has faced so many challenges in the past, and they'll surmount this one too.
It is interesting that you keep on referring to the leadership, when we hear that there are many leaders in the APC. But that is on the one hand. On the second hand, Mr. Honorable Yusuf talked about the PDP being magnanimous. And you are also talking about being grateful for the magnanimity, it will seem, when in actual fact, the PDP actually had the numbers to put down or to put in one of their own, as at the time that 51 members of the APC were absent, but it didn't. The question is, are they sending us a message that, or sending your party a message that is you can't seem to read just yet?
See, well, fundamentally, when you in the National Assembly, the party with majority, takes most of this, takes most of these things. We are talking about the leadership of each of the chambers, but probably PDP in their own wisdom think, yes, we need to give APC a chance. They have come with the mantra of change. We want to see what we can do is to support them to make sure that because at one point or the other, the APC, when APC was in opposition at that time, there's so many occasions they have supported the PDP to succeed and to excel. So I think that's
excuse me, sorry. So they support your candidate, in their huge numbers without any dissension amongst them. But then they also put in one of their own as Deputy Senate President.
Oh, well, let me quickly tell you this. There's nothing wrong in that. That's number one. Number two, when you look at the election of the Deputy Senate President, you will see that Senator Ekweremadu polled over 50 votes, and Senator Ali Ndume polled about 20 votes. And when you see that the votings were along the party lines. We have to be mindful of this. So for me, there is nothing wrong. We can actually, if everybody is on the same page and we believe that it's about Nigeria, then we can move forward.
A lot of people say this is not about, just a moment, a lot of people say this is, just one more question, sorry. This is not about Nigeria. This is about 2019 and the personal ambitions of the leaders within the APC.
I don't want to believe that. And then if that is the case, it's most unfortunate. It should be about Nigeria. Former President Goodluck Jonathan said, it's about Nigeria, consider defeat. Even for you to accept when you win an election, like General Barry did, it's about Nigeria. During the APC presidential primaries, Atiku conceded, and it's about Nigeria. Kwame also conceded it's about Nigeria. So for me, this is what the Senate should do. They should close rank. Senator Bukola Saraki and Dogara, even in the House, there's any other issue, should go and be magnanimous enough in his victory and humble to bring
Dimeji,
they have responsibility to do that.
Thank you very much indeed for talking to us today. Dimeji is a member of the APC, as well as Honorable Yusuf, also speaking to us from Abuja, member of the House of Reps. Honorable, thank you for talking to us as well today. We'll be back after the break. Join us again.